Hello everybody, Matthew back with you again, as promised with no set time schedule. Still working on the little tractor. This is all the pieces we have now left. The little headlights, the exhaust, which I had to dechrome. The pictures I found, it was black, not chrome, so we're going to clean it all yet. Still needs to be cleaned. So I'm going to clean it up and get all the sprue nibs off, things like that. So we'll get that cleaned up. And then I think I showed in one of my previous videos, I can go back and look, but if not, I'll show it again. I cut all the little levers off the tractor. Well, this one you're supposed to put on, I just didn't put it on. Then this little lever on the other side, which I can't pick up. There, whoop, okay, there we go. There we go. And that little lever. So I'm gonna cut the little balls off, and I'll make new rods out of actual wire metal. That way they'll look better for one, and they can stay silver, metal, lookish, whatever. This one we'll go ahead and use the bottom part and the top part and just make a new rod for the middle. Drill and put them in. On the tractor, these were actually molded to the side of the tractor and into the little shifty thingy on the side of the tractor. I've ran a lot of tractors, but I don't know can't think of it at the moment. My mind's so bad. So I cleaned all that up. I'll drill a spot for those to go into. That way they won't be actually molded onto the side of the tractor to look better. And then the fuel lever up on the steering, by the steering wheel, I still have to cut that off, and I'll make a new one of those out of metal too. So let me get the tractor over here. And I didn't do very many updates on the tractor because there's nothing really to update on. It's almost like a military build. You just put it together, paint it, and that's pretty much it. I'm to the weathering process now, which still needs quite a bit of weathering to do. There was not all the pictures I've seen and looked up, there wasn't really any wiring per se on it. I found a couple little wires going from the starter up, maybe a little cable or wire down here going up, a little fuel line, but nothing really just going to add a whole lot to it. So I just left it the way it was. So far I've added some chips to the metal, which will be toned down. I'm going to leave the hood closed, so I didn't even put the battery in it. There's no reason it's not going to be seen. You can't see that in that compartment. The wheels are turnable. I started to paint the inside of where the headlights are going to go. I got rid of the license plates. I said I ran a lot of tractors. I grew up on a farm. Our tractors didn't have plates. They had a place for a rearview mirror. Our tractors didn't have rearview mirrors. I got rid of the roll bar. Filled in all the spots where the roll bars attached. Ours didn't have roll bars. And sitting here looking at it later on, if I had, actually this morning, if I had thought, I would have gotten rid of all this, the brake lights and the reflectors. I would have cleaned that all up and just done away with that as well. You know, ours didn't have brake lights and such on them either. They had headlights and that was it. I kind of wish I had done away with that. I cleaned up a lot of stuff off here. I had a license plate on the back. We didn't have those either. I'm not really sure why they had all that on there. I still have to paint all this. And I had two different kinds of like little rider spots here. Had one that was with a board where you put a bunch of decals and stuff on it. I opted just for the plain little rack, little, you know, where you hold on to go there. Just to keep it kind of a plain little tractor. A few little chips. I went for just a plain metal seat instead of a cushion seat. It's not, you can probably tell it's got a little fade on it. I did fade the paint out. It looks better in person than what the camera's showing, but it does have a fade on it. You can see from the top down where we'll be sitting in the sun. I didn't do a whole lot of chips on it. It's not that old of a tractor, so I'm going to do, once I get decals on, I'll go back over and dust everything. Put some weathering on it. It's not going to be really muddy. My little farm would have been just maybe pulling a little hay wagon or run through a little 1 acre garden or something, you know, just plow on or something like that. So it's not really going to be, you know, a really worked tractor. So and if you remember me talking about my grill was misshapen, it doesn't really show up that much, so we didn't have to worry about that. So that's where we're at for now, and I'll get some more work done and probably just come back and show the final on it. There's no clear coat. I'm not going to clear coat it. This is going to stay, and it's not near as red as what the camera's showing. If it's not going to be clear coat, it's going to be left just bare paint. I don't think it would have been as glossy as what they're making them out to be back in the day. So this is going to stay as is, and just some weathering. So I'll come back when it's finished up and we'll call this one done. So talk to you then.